Spinning. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we're Backyard Musings broadcasting live Apple Valley.
Yeah, the Science and Technology channel.
Rained all last night.
Oh, it pounded rain.
Yeah.
And some this morning, too.
This morning, too, yeah. When I went to seminary security, it was raining.
Are you doing that all week by yourself,
all
by
week.
the way?
Yeah, all week.
Yeah.
So, in part of the signs of the times, men's hearts shall fail them. But we have scientists with a breakthrough that can help stop heart failure.
Thanks to the pig.
Yes. A new gene therapy has been shown to reverse the effects of heart failure and restore heart function in a large animal model. The treatment increases the heart's ability to pump blood and significantly improves survival rates. A paper describing the results calls it an unprecedented recovery of cardiac function. Heart failure is currently irreversible. Without a heart transplant, most treatments aim only to reduce the heart's workload and slow the progression of the disease. If this gene therapy produces similar outcomes in future clinical trials, it could offer a way to repair the hearts of 1 of 4 people expected to develop heart failure during their lifetime. 25%.
That's a start. Yeah, that's good.
The findings were published in MPG Regenerative Medicine on December 10th, 2024. Would you like to know more?
The research focused on restoring a key heart protein called cardiac bridging integrator 1, or I don't know if this is easier. CBIN1, is that what we're going to call that?
CBIN1, yeah.
CBIN1. Scientists have found that levels of CBIN1 are lower in people with heart failure, and that lower levels are linked to more severe disease. Quote, when CBIN1 is down, we know patients are not going to do well, says Robin Shaw, MD, PhD, director of the Nora Eccles Harrison Cardiovascular Research and Training Institute at the University of Utah, and a co-senior author of the study. Go on with the quote. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to say what happens when we give it back. Right. Not exactly what that goes down, how that goes here, but
to try and increase CBIN1 levels in cases of heart failure, the scientists turned to a harmless virus commonly used in gene therapy to deliver an extra copy of the CBIN1 gene to heart cells. They injected the virus into the bloodstream of pigs with heart failure. I don't know how they
I was going to say, how do they know that pigs are having heart failure? They just,
I don't know.
I mean, they keel over. I don't know. They just can't get up. They're just.
If you know how you can tell if a pig has heart failure, let us know.
Maybe these lab pigs are, they're watched.
Maybe.
Maybe they know.
Maybe. The virus moved through the bloodstream into the heart where it delivered the CBIN1 gene into heart cells.
For this heart failure model, heart failure generally leads to death within a few months. But all 4 pigs that received the gene therapy in their heart cells survived for 6 months.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
The end point of the study.
Oh, okay.
So maybe the end point was also they were going to the butcher shop.
Well, no, maybe they went longer. They just stopped the study.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe they survived longer.
So if you know, let us know.
Yeah.
Importantly, the treatment didn't just prevent heart failure from worsening. Some key measures of heart function actually improved, suggesting that the damaged heart was repairing itself.
Nice.
So that's a good thing,
too.
Yeah,
yeah. Shaw emphasizes that this kind of reversal of existing damage is highly unusual. Quote, in the history of heart failure research, we have not seen efficacy like this, Shaw says. Previous attempted therapies for heart failure have shown improvements to heart function on the order of 5 to 10%. CBIN1 gene therapy improved function by 30%. It's night and day, Shaw says.
Yeah, that's a big jump. Mm-hmm. The treated heart's efficiency at pumping blood, which is in the main measure of the severity of heart failure, increased over time, not to fully healthy levels, but to close that of heart. To close that of heart healthy
maybe
hearts.
Close the gap, maybe. Okay. Make it close.
All right, I'll go with that. The hearts also stayed less dilated and less thinned out, closer in appearance to that of non-failing hearts, despite the fact that throughout the trial, the gene-transferred animals experienced the same level of cardiovascular stress that had led to their heart failure. The treatment restored the amount of blood pumped per heartbeat back to entirely normal levels. That's pretty good.
Yes, that's promising.
Yeah.
Quote, even though the animals are still facing stress on the heart to induce heart failure, in animals that got the treatment, we saw recovery of heart function, and that heart also stabilizes or shrinks, said Ting Ting Hong. Not making that up. Ting Ting Hong, a medical doctor, a PhD, associate professor of pharmacology and toxicology at CVRTI, investigator at the U, and co-senior author on the study. That's pedigree right there, right?
With the U,
She
we're talking about
says,
University of Utah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Could be
Okay.
Kentucky, Kansas University.
I don't know. We talked about University of Utah. So
here's her quote. We call this reverse modeling. It's going back to what the normal heart should look like. End quote.
The researchers think that CBIN1's ability to rescue heart function hinges on its position as a scaffold that interacts with many of the other proteins important to the function of heart muscle. Quote, CBIN1 serves as a centralized signaling hub which actually regulates multiple downstream proteins, says Jing Li, PhD, associate instructor at CVRTI. By organizing the rest of the heart cells, CBIN1 helps restore critical functions of heart cells. Quote, CBIN1 is bringing benefits to multiple signaling pathways, Li said.
Cool.
Yeah.
So gene therapy seemed to improve heart function on the microscopic level with better organized heart cells and proteins. The researchers hope that CBIN1's role as a master regulator of heart cell architecture could help CB1 gene therapy succeed and introduce a new paradigm of heart failure treatment that targets the heart muscle itself.
Cool.
Like it.
Yeah, anytime there's advance like that.
Brings hope.
It does. Yeah.
A lot of people who need that hope.
Right. This is a promising story. So thanks.
All right, we'll see you in the morning.
Take care, everyone. Thank you.